Oh my God, you guys. This is so freaking cool. I never thought about doing this before. Hey everyone, and welcome to 3 Different Ways. I consider myself a hack guy, all right? I love finding simple hacks to fix life's most annoying problems. I love hacks so much that I wrote a book about them. Purchase wherever books are sold. Also, link in the description. Support local books. The only thing that I love more than hacks is helping people with, you know, those hacks that I mentioned. So let's hop over to Reddit to see what kind of hacks people are in need of right now. And maybe we can all just help them out. This is from the r/TooAfraidToAsk subreddit. I love it. Isn't Reddit just like the most wonderful place?
Well, that's debatable.
Eurasian Nuthatch asks, how do you measure ingredients when you're cooking? Especially stuff you're adding directly into a pot or pan while cooking. If a recipe calls for 100 grams of butter, do you use a separate plate to weigh it on or a knife to slowly add or remove the chunks? Doesn't that create one more dish you need to wash? Plus, since using a scale is slower, does that mean you pre-measure your ingredients? Do you have a set of small bowls or plates specifically for the ingredients then? Wow, okay, you really are getting into the weeds here. But if this person is putting this much thought into their question, then I'm gonna put that much thought into helping them find the answer. Luckily, Reddit is full of suggestions on how to measure. So let's see which suggestions measure up. Puns.
Doesn't matter how much you push the envelope, it'll still be stationary.
Test number 1. Indent ingredients with a measuring spoon. Yeah. Baby Blue Jean says, I don't measure things when you're cooking. Baking is another story though, because that needs exact measurements. When I do have to measure things out, I do tend to use more dishes. Totally makes sense, but Baby Blue Jeans is right, okay? You do need exact measurements when you're baking, but you're not really offering any solutions. Sorry, Blue Jean Baby.
Blue Jean Baby.
But I did find another actual suggestion from the thread r/hippies. See, the hippies always come through, you know? Thank you, hippies. You tried to save the planet. I'm sorry it didn't work out.
George just killed a defenseless animal.
I just swatted a fly.
This is what the hippies actually say. How to measure sticky ingredients when you're baking. Press your measuring device into the flour, then pour the sticky stuff into the depression. And I know the hippies are right because I've actually tried this before. Roll the clip.
Indent? Yeah.
But let's go back to that comment. Pro tip, measure oil first, then the sticky stuff. That makes sense when you're measuring both oil and sticky stuff with a measuring spoon. But is this hack as easy with oil as it is with honey? I don't know. Should we be using the tablespoon to measure the oil or the indent method? Let's find out. Bloop. Look at that. Indent number 1. Ooh. Indent number 2. Okay. Honey number 1. Oh, look at that. I love it when a hack works so much. And number 2. Look at that. Look like 2 little eggs, but it's honey and oil. God, that was so very easy and so controlled. It feels so good when a hack works, okay? You have it measured right there. And sure, I maybe messed up the indent a little bit, but that's okay. I loved both of these methods and they both work pretty good. So I don't know if I would actually use the measuring spoon more. In my comments of my other hacks, people have said that if you indent wrong with the spoon, it actually is not the precise measurement that you need. For example, I messed up on the honey. I did not mess up as much on the oil. So maybe that honey is the wrong amount of honey. So if you're baking something like, I don't know, say a honey cookie, what kind of things take honey? I'm not sure. You might have the wrong amount of honey. So if you just press in and divot, I really like this method. A lot of people say that it's stupid and don't do this method. Pick your battles, folks, okay? You do whatever you want with your honey, because honey, I love you, honey.
Yum, yum.
One of the comments in the hippie response hack was this. This works, but I find it easier just to be more accurate or just to use a scale. You just put the bowl on it and keep adding ingredients and zero out after each ingredient. Oh my gosh, that's a genius. Why haven't I ever thought about that? I have a fairly decent scale here, so we can use that. And then I have my bowl here, bing, bang, boom. All right, so you put the bowl on, zero it out, boom. which means that the scale is no longer weighing down the bowl, and now it can weigh your ingredients. That's right, the bowl has become part of the scale. They are one, they are symbiotic. It's like venom, except not terrible.
I love horses!
I think I'm becoming more of a hippie baker myself, okay? And I really like this, all right? This is actually crazy. I've never done this before, and I'm so excited. Oh my God, Kelsey! I'm about to blow your freaking mind, all right? So we're at 0 right now. I need 1 tablespoon of flour. What's that weigh? 0.3. And how do I know if I need 0.4 of oil? I don't know. Zero it out. Hang on a sec. I can just... Oh, I overdid. 0.4. 0.5. 0.4. 0.4. Look at... Oh my God. This is so exciting. Okay. And then 0 out. 0.6 grams of honey. Yes! Oh my God, you guys. This is so freaking cool. I never thought about doing this before. Life freaking hacked, okay? Thank you, hippies, so much. You're amazing, okay? I love this hack. This is exactly why we go to Reddit. This is why we use the internet for life hacks. You just keep zeroing it out. Oh my God. Whew. So we just learned about tearing, and now I'm about to blow your mind, especially my mind, by reverse tearing, okay? Is your mind blown? My mind is blown. All right, so I set the container on the scale, bam, take off the lid. Look at that, I already did it, movie magic. And as you can see, it shows the weight of the entire container, 448 or 47 grams, all right? But if I set it back to 0, I can scoop out what I need, and then the negative number will appear on the scale, all right? Say I need 9 grams of butter, and I can keep scooping until I get it there. All right, so let's zero it out. Oh, my forces. I took out 35 grams. That's too much. Let's put it back in. Let's hang on, let's. That's 8. A little bit more. 12. Okay, let's do 12. This is actually really cool because the negative number is how much I took out, which we're talking brilliant life hacks here, y'all. This is actually incredible, okay? I don't even need a measuring spoon, all right? The point is, it worked, okay? And now I have 11 grams of butter, bam. So it's weighing the item in reverse, okay? It's super cool, all right? I mean, we're practically time traveling at this point. And I personally love this hack. But let's see what the comments say because everyone has their own opinion. Tails Be With You says, I don't get how this is easier. You're just weighing 1 time for each ingredient and then it saves you like no work. And then Mary Sue chimes in and says, it saves you dishes. That's true, it does save you from cleaning more dishes. And that right there makes baking easier. Life hack, we did it. But here's the best endorsement for this hack. Smokin' Denver J says, as a professional cook, I use this method all the time, especially when I'm working on creating new recipes and I'm adding ingredients incrementally to the sauce. The act that the scale measures up and down is very helpful and can speed up your production. Take the lid off, however, before you use the scale. Good call. See y'all, we're being validated by a professional. That makes me think that we're all professionals now, okay? This is how it works. It's incredible. That's a really cool hack. That's 2 hacks back to back that I loved, all right? That's incredible. Sometimes hacks leave me super frustrated, but I'm on a hack high today, all right? Measuring your ingredients can be tough, but it doesn't have to be. Hacks make things fun. That's why we do life hacks. Do you have any hacks that bring you joy? Let me know in the comments, and I truly would love to try them out. Until then, happy measuring, have fun. I hope you enjoyed this because this was one of my favorite videos to make. YouTube, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.